One of those things that I do is I include God in every manifestation that I do. I never leave God out, and I'm going to tell you how I do that. Greetings, beautiful ones. Welcome back to the channel. Fran here, also known as the Miracle Manifester. On this channel, I help you to bridge the spiritual with the physical to manifest and create your dream life and evolve spiritually, whatever that means to you. All right, so sometimes I be forgetting to tell you guys stuff because I just be forgetting. But first of all, thank you for being here. If you haven't liked and subscribed to the channel, do that. Hit the little bell so you don't miss anything. So let me just start out by saying this. I have to start out by saying this first. If you are not including God in your manifestation, you are missing such a big component that makes things so much easier. I have been saying this for years, and now again, I'm getting ready to show you why it is important. But even so, why wouldn't you want to have the creator of all creation helping you? Make that make sense to me. Okay, here we go. So recently, I wanted to go on a trip, right? It was a spare of the moment trip, and I really wanted to do it. You guys know that recently I just had a birthday. October is my birthday month. And so I do a lot of things for myself during the month of my birthday because I am actually, just kind of doing things for free. And so I wanted to take this trip. And the trip just kind of came up, and one of my girlfriends was like, I'll go on that trip with you. If you truly want to go, I'll go with you. And I was like, would you? And she goes, yeah, okay. All right, so we did all of the things about the trip. We looked at the hotel, the flights, and everything. And this trip was like $7,500. And so I was like, okay, all right. So instead of me just paying for it, my credit card or paying for it out of the bank or whatever, I was like, I'm going to manifest this $7,500 to go on this trip. I am going to manifest this money. And as you guys know, I call myself the Miracle Manifester because I am really good. I've really gotten good at manifesting without even using a vision board. Not that I don't still use them. I do use vision boards, and I also have a Pinterest board. And I have, sticky notes around my house. I do things to keep my energy and vibration going. One of those things that I do is I include God in every manifestation that I do. I never leave God out, and I'm going to tell you how I do that. But I'm going to tell you why that's important first. So when you think about it, God created every single thing with his spoken word. He spoke things into existence. God has given us the same power to create and to do things. Our words are constantly creating, right? Some people would even say that our words are casting spells. Our words are our wand. Everything that we say creates, sometimes sooner, better than later, right? Sometimes bad and not good because we're not mindful of what we're saying. But when I decided that I was going to manifest this $7,500, I had to get clear about why I wanted to manifest it, right? That's the first thing. Clarity around why you want the thing is very important. So me, again, I include God and my heavenly staff in every single thing that I do. My spirit team, my angels, my guides, every single thing that I do. I don't do it alone. I realize I don't have to do it alone, so why am I going to do it alone? So here's the thing that I do, right? I'm going to give it to you straight. We're not going to keep going around the bush about this. You are familiar with the Bible verse that says, enter into the gates with thanksgiving, right? Right. I'll leave it on the screen here so you guys can go read it for yourself. Every day, you guys know, you have heard me say this for years. Some of you have been around for years. Some of you are new. And I'm sure that even if you're new, you've heard me say this. I give thanks when I wake up in the morning. Before my eyes even open, as I'm coming out of my slumber, I start to give thanks, right? I give thanks all day long, and I give thanks when I go to bed. But I also give thanks in advance. You guys have heard me talk about that, right? When you give thanks in advance for a thing, after you pray or meditate or journal it out, or however you have decided that you're going to deliver this request to the universe, when you start to give thanks in advance, what happens is that the universe is like, okay, all right. If you look at it from a law of attraction, law of assumption, law of receptivity, you will see that you're acting as if it's already done. When we pray with faith that it is already done. So when you pray with faith, knowing that it is already done, that means that you, my love, does not have to go back and keep asking for it because it's already done. So you start giving thanks for that thing in advance. So after I got clear about the amount I wanted, it was a little bit over 7,500. It was closer to like 8,100 when I got through, because of course I wanted to shop a little bit too, right? So what I did was every morning as I went through my list of Thanksgiving, I started giving thanks for the $8,100. I'm so thankful for this $8,100. I am so excited to take this trip. I started giving thanks about it all as if it had already happened, right? Because faith is the substance. Yeah, I know that too, right? So if you have the substance of faith, there is no doubt. You're not doubting it. You're not second guessing it. You're not going back to ask for it because you already have this substance of faith that says, this thing is already done for me. So now I'm just expecting it to show up because it's already done, right? I did that every day. Every day. On the fourth day, I got a phone call. And I got a phone call from a client, right, that I have not done work for in probably 6 years, 6 or so years. And she said, Fran, do you still host girls' nights out? And I said, I do. I said, my schedule's a little different, blah, blah, blah. We started talking, right? And she goes, well, I would like to book 3 girls' nights out for 3 parties that I'm hosting. One is in this place, one is in this place, and one is going to be on a boat. I said, really? And she goes, yes. Can you do it? I said, well, give me some details. We'll get some contracts flowing and we'll see how we can make this work. I hung up the phone and I was like, look at God. Like, look at God. God is the source, right? Of all of your manifestation, all of your money, all of everything that you need. God is the source of that thing, right? God is the source of that thing. I sat down and I said, I am so thankful that this deal is done and it's beneficial to us both. It's going to be magnificent. When we got through negotiating and coming up with travel for my team, etc., all the things that we needed, I had an excess of $8,225, not to mention the money for the event. Did y'all hear me? Yeah, did y'all hear what I said? Didn't they say it a little louder for the people in the back? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Because, sometimes I got to tell y'all something. I am still in the awe of God. I am still mind blown sometimes. And I love the Lord. And I am so connected. And I have a good relationship with God. Like we're simpatico. Like, I'm God's girl, for real. And I'm still blown away with the move of God. All the instructions that you need to create whatever it is you want to create is right there. It's right in front of you. Enter in the gates with thanksgiving. Give thanks in advance. Don't enter in the gates whining and moaning and complaining. Give thanks in advance for what it is you're asking for. And yes, indeed, I tithe off of the whole thing. I tithed off the whole amount that we made. When we got through, she said, you can go ahead and invoice me and I will Zelle this into your account. Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something else really quick. When you include God in your things, when you include God in your things, and you do what you're supposed to do, God always does what he's supposed to do. You don't have to worry about that. All you have to worry about is making sure you do what you need to do. That's it. God's got the rest of it. He don't need no help. He got it. Needless to say, we had a great time on the trip. I bought some lovely things. I was even able to buy things for my family and my team, and I had a great time. If I can do it, you can do it too. All right, y'all. Let me know what you think about this video. Drop me some comments. I will talk to y'all real soon. Bye for now.